Hi everybody, it's PJ Patterson. I am the coach of Manly White, or otherwise now known as Manly One, and I just wanted to leave you a little video message, or record a video message for an update on what is happening in the program. I think we're about 4 or 5 weeks in now. We had a very successful tournament at Greenies, got to see a lot of the boys and their skills and abilities, which is exactly what we wanted to do on that weekend. Training's going really, really well. In spite of the weather, we're getting into the clubhouse and utilizing our clubhouse spaces to do physical training and some of the other fundamental skills that oftentimes when you're out on the diamond don't get taught to the kids or reinforced. So I just want to give you an update on where we're at and what you can expect going forward. And we have had to sit down and shift some of the players around on teams again. So the teams that were put together for Greenies, we've had some players away. And so the team that I was coaching had a couple of extra players, and the team that Dave is coaching was going to be short a couple of players. So I shifted a couple of players over to his team to ensure that he had plenty of pitching and catching and so forth for the Greenies tournament. And obviously I ran with one or two short during that tournament. So we have reset that and more or less put players back where they were originally supposed to be. We have shifted one or two of our team personnel to various teams just to balance a couple of things out. And so the information that'll be coming out to you very soon, if it hasn't already, on Manly 1 and Manly 2 for the purposes of the scrimmage games and the effectively what was supposed to have been the state competition for the rest of this calendar year will be coming out to you shortly. So those are now going to be the two teams that are set, and barring any injuries or any other hiccups that come along, those will be Manly 1 and Manly 2 will be the two teams that we run with. A couple of things that I want to get your help with, if you wouldn't mind. Number one, we're doing a lot of fundamental work at our training sessions. So we're doing things that your kids can actually do at home. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the things. I'm going to attach videos or video links that's going to show you some of the drills and some of the things we're doing at training. Now your kids can do this at home, and frankly they should be. All they have to do is 15 minutes a day. If they really are keen, they could do 30 minutes. But to be honest, if they can't find 15 to 30 minutes a day to work on their baseball skills, then there's something wrong, right? They're I don't know, watching too much TV, playing video games or whatever. And they have to be reminded. I know with my son, Aiden, we've got to sort of say, hey, mate, get out in the backyard and go hit some balls off the tee, or just do some of your fundamental drills. And I think if you can get them to do that, just find a space in your backyard or in your driveway or whatever, there are a number of things they can do, and these videos will show you that don't really require any equipment. They just are drills that reinforce fundamental things like balance, getting in a strong throwing position. If they're working with their bat and doing a little bit of swing work and things of that nature, then all of these things they can just do in a space not much larger than the room I'm in right now. The other thing they can do is continue, I should say, working on their physical training. So because we've had some pretty bad weather over the course of the last few training sessions, we've been utilizing the clubhouse space up at Aquatic. And one of the things I've been doing with the kids or with the boys is running a 7-minute 12 exercise workout. I actually do this workout myself in the morning, usually 2 to 3 times a week. It's really great for physical fitness. Gets it done really quick, but it hits 12 exercises. I'll attach the link to that video as well. Get your kids doing that. I have noticed as we've been doing these exercises that core strength is really not there. Kids are having a hard time balancing. They're having a hard time holding certain positions, even though it's only for 30 seconds. And that just tells me that their core strength needs a lot of work. If you're going to be a good, strong baseball player and hit the ball hard, run hard, and do all of those things we do in baseball, you got to have a good core, amongst other things. So I understand that this is probably one of the first years, if they've just entered high school or just getting ready to enter high school, that they're starting to even think about physical training and training their body. So I'm really pleased that we can be a part of that journey for them. But if you can encourage that at home, that would be very, very helpful. And again, I'll make sure the video link is in there. Finally, I just wanted to say a quick thing about what is going to happen at the scrimmages. So these scrimmages that we're going to be playing, they're not for anything. They are for the coaches to see what we've got from our team, as well as to develop players. So we won't be playing our best players all the time and that sort of thing. The key is going to be to see what these kids are capable of and see hopefully their improvement and their skills improving as we scrimmage. So one of the things I just wanted to mention to you is that we are going to try to ensure that people get plenty of game time throughout this scrimmage season or the next 3 months or so of this. But secondly, I also wanted to ask if you're going to attend the games, which I presume most of you will be, please don't yell instructions or coach your kids from the sidelines. It's very frustrating for me as a coach when I'm teaching the kids certain skills and asking them to do certain things, when they run out on the field, to hear a parent or someone also yelling instructions at them. I know it's very hard to hold back and not do that, but please, and I speak for all the coaches here, if you could just refrain from doing that during games. Please cheer, yell for Manly, do all of that stuff, support your child with good positive feedback, but please just don't yell instructions about where to throw the ball or do any of that sort of thing, because it will confuse them, and confusion on a baseball diamond is a recipe for bad things happening. So if you could just please refrain from doing that, I would appreciate it. And the last thing I'll mention is that anyone on the coaching staff, so myself or Simon, we're the coaches of Manly White, or Manly 1 now, and Dave and Andrew are the coaches of Manly Maroon or Manly 2. We're all very happy to have conversations with you about your children, about their individual development, and about other things that we see that they might be able to do to improve their baseball skills. So the door's always open. Just try to do that after practice or after a scrimmage or something like that, because usually beforehand we're quite tight with time trying to either get things set up and ready to run, or obviously if we're in the middle of coaching, it's a little bit difficult to have those conversations. But by all means, you can do that. And we're continuing to look forward to continuing a great development program right through to December. And I will look forward to seeing you all around and having great conversations with you as well. Thank you.